Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and welcome. And in today's video, we are getting into some gourmands, but these are all very elevated. So I feel like if you're not traditionally a gourmand girly, these are really upscale. They just have a different air and vibe about them. And I think you will be pleasantly surprised at how gorgeous a gourmand can wear if you are looking for something that's just a little bit more sophisticated. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's video. So let's start with one of my favorite almond fragrances of all time. This is powdery, it's sweet, but it's not dense. And I just feel like they have captured the most gorgeous almond in a bottle. And this is from the house of Nuit Nomade. And this is CHEMIN d'Amande. And this fragrance for me is just really special because it smells like Jordan almonds to me. It smells so photorealistic and I just cannot get over how lovely it is. The texture, everything about it, the way the almond wears, the way they have balanced everything in it just really does speak to me. And whenever I want to feel like ethereal but gourmand and just a little bit more sophisticated, then this is what I pull for because that's exactly the vibe that it embodies. It's going to be really versatile. You can wear this spring, summer, you can wear this fall and winter. If you want something really feminine, a little cozy and just like true like French in a bottle but gourmand, then this is one I absolutely think you should check out. So this has a really simplistic note breakdown, but again, it just wears really beautifully. So this has notes of almond, vanilla, almond blossom, and woody notes. I think there's probably a lot more going on in this fragrance than what the note breakdown is giving us, but truly a gem. And I really don't hear enough people talking about it. It's just me. Am I the only one obsessed with the way this wears? Let me know in the comments your experience if you do have it or have tried it, but this is absolutely a love for me. Again, this is from Nuit Nomade and this is CHEMIN d'Amande. Next up is one newer to my collection. We are getting so many Dubai chocolate fragrances on the market, but the one that Vivamore has really is elegant. It's elevated. It's so posh, like I literally cannot. So in the Dubai chocolate perfume, you are going to get pistachio. You're going to get the kunafa. You're going to get what really does smell like a true realistic interpretation of the actual candy, but imagine it coated in not like that just typical milk chocolate that we see in the Dubai chocolate. Imagine something with a more expensive, a 60% cacao type of chocolate going on, because it's giving denser, like rich, dark vibes compared to all of the other Dubai chocolate fragrances that I've seen on the market. It's got that really luxurious, NAVITUS or Vivamore DNA. So if you are familiar with the way their chocolate fragrances wear, I think you kind of know what I'm getting at. Their chocolates just wear very unique to other fragrances on the market. And this truly is an elevated take on a Dubai chocolate fragrance. So this one opens with Sicilian bergamot and pistachio. You have heart notes of pistachio cream, chocolate, and kind of accord. And you have base notes of tonka bean absolute and Madagascan of vanilla. So this one doesn't mention necessarily a lot of woods, but it does wear slightly on that more woody side, again making it very unisex and giving it a rich depth. So check this one out if you have been a little disappointed with the way a lot of these other Dubai chocolate fragrances wear. I think you will be really pleasantly surprised at how much more elevated this one is. Again, quite unisex and date night gourmand appropriate in my opinion. Right, so again, from the house of Vivamore, the Dubai chocolate perfume. Let's get into a couple more fragrances that are a little bit more affordable. You can pick these up at Sephora, so they're not cheapies, but they're not going to break the bank either, and they smell absolutely divine. This is from the house of Forever Mood, and this is She Was Here. I think if you love rose, if you want something gourmand-esque, sweet, seductive, sensual, then this is absolutely one you have got to try. So you really have a unique mix of notes in here. I think you've got like a pomegranate, you absolutely get that rose, but you also have things like pistachio milk and suede. So you're getting something that is definitely, it's sweet, it's gourmand, yes, but the suede, okay? The pistachio milk, the way this lingers in the air, the slight fruity components to it, it really is giving you just top tier gourmand featuring a rose that does not wear too childish. And it smells so much more expensive than what it is. And this is just one that I feel like is the best that the brand has, and it's going to layer with some of your others. It pairs gorgeously with NDA, which is their, you know, tobacco flower vanilla take on fragrances. And also I Am Her. If you're not familiar with that one, it's like pear. I think there's a little bit of rose in that one. It's red velvet cake. It's oudie, just really elevated again. But check this one out, because so many people were pleasantly surprised with this one, because, you know, I feel like the line overall is like either you really love them all or you just like meh. I think this one really did please a lot of people. So try this one. I love the entire range, but this again, my favorite. This again is She Was Here from the House of Forever Mood. Now let's get into another chocolate. This is a Nota Tonka, and this is inspired by a Tonka tart from an actual French patisserie. I think the name of the patisserie is pronounced GATEAU, but this pastry chef worked with the perfumer to recreate his Tonka tart in the form of a perfume. This is actually the picture of the tart right here at the bottom. I did not even realize that until just now, but it is gorgeous. I think if you love Tonka, if you love chocolate, you're not going to really go wrong with this fragrance, because you are going to get both of those for sure, but it wears like a luxurious fragrance. Almost if I could imagine something like a chocolate cream pie, and you have like these Tonka bean shavings like all over it, and you're just indulging in something that is truly comforting and cozy, especially for this time of year. So this opens with notes of Tonka Absolute, salted butter and chocolate. You have middle notes of pastry cream, cinnamon, and guaiac essence, and you have black vanilla from Madagascar and patchouli essence in the base. Truly gorgeous. It's silky smooth. It's lots of Tonka. It's chocolate. Like, you don't need to think twice if those are notes that you really do enjoy. This one, I would say I will put into the category of maybe evening and night. Not necessarily something I will pull for, you know, bright and early in the morning per se, but maybe in the winter I might. I don't know. But really gorgeous and not too dense and not overly sweet. That's what I enjoy about this one. Again, this is from the house of PARFUMS, and this is Nota Tonka. Next is from the house of Mind Games, and of course I had to feature Check Please. This one has been getting me so many compliments, and it is just insane, because when you smell this, you're going to think, oh my god, this smells so lovely. It wears beautifully, excellent sillage, but you're not going to be prepared for how many people are complimenting you and stopping you about this fragrance. It's just like, I don't understand what they put in here, but the crowd really does seem to be pleased when I put this on. This fragrance is really all about a really smooth spice plum, and you have rose. I think this one wears just a little bit feminine. You get a nutty nuance because they feature a hazelnut and a nougat in this fragrance, but I just think that this is gourmand, giving very, very chic and classy. Like everything from Mind Games, they're going to give you something, you know, with their DNA, very elevated, and I just think this is such a gorgeous fragrance for fall and winter. You have got to try this one out if you are a fan of plum. And a lot of the times you see the plums on the market, they will kind of give you like those more masculine vibes, or just, you know, what it's normally featured in. It's going to be something a little bit more unisex and masculine. This to me is giving sexy, spicy, but also still feminine. So this one opens with nougat, green apple, and hazelnut. You have middle notes of plum, cinnamon, and Bulgarian rose, and you have base notes of sandalwood, bourbon vanilla, oak, and amber. Truly a masterfully blended fragrance, okay? So check this one out. They have samples available. It's very pricey, I know. They have samples available at Scent Split. So if you are interested, I would say start with a decant, maybe like a 5 ml, and give it a full wear. Spend some time with it, and I really do think you will want to upgrade to that full bottle. Again, this one is Check Please, and this is from Mind Games. Next up is a gorgeously fluffy angel food cake of a gourmand, and this is called Gâteau d'Ange, and this is really unique. I love the way the texture of this fragrance is. It is a little complex, but it's not a hard to wear, hard to understand electronic fragrance. So even though it is electronic, there is something that really does remain quite fluffy and cloudy and uplifted about this scent. It doesn't wear super heavy or dense to me. It is sweet. It is, you know, vanilla. It's a little tuberose. And I just think that if you love the idea of smelling like an angel food cake, then you would love the way this wears. Just think of the actual texture of an angel food cake. It's like there is this compact denseness to it, but there is also like this spongy, light, fluffy texture to it. It's very, very hard to describe that particular type of cake texture, and it kind of comes across in this fragrance as well. But it is really beautiful, really vanilla forward nonetheless, and I just think it is going to wear super unique to any of the other vanilla fragrances in your collection. So this one opens with notes of butter, lemon, peach, and whiskey. You have middle notes of caramel, honeysuckle, and milk, and you have base notes of gourmand, accord, vanilla, and tuberose. It's really gorgeous, you guys. So I know for the longest it was a little hard to save on this one, but I do have a discount code available for Florites as of now. So check the description box below, because I think if you're a lover of, you know, really soft, white, floral, feminine, vanilla fragrances, then you would absolutely love this one, because this is a truly elevated and chic gourmand. Okay, again, this one is Gateau d'Ange, and this is from Florites. Last but not least is from the house of Brown Girl Jane. This is Casablanca. I often talk about this because this was, I think, my first full bottle of a Brown Girl Jane fragrance. I started with the travel, and I really just couldn't believe how excellent this fragrance wore. Still my favorite one from the house, even though I have several from the brand now. There's just something so very grown and sexy about this Casablanca fragrance. It's sweet, but it's really complex. It's a dark, sensual side to it, and this is absolutely date night all the way gourmand. So there is a gorgeous warm spiciness from cardamom in this fragrance, and also lots of saffron. It's balanced with a really smooth suede and a creamy incense, and you have marshmallow running all up and through this fragrance. There is no vanilla mention, but to me this definitely has a vanilla, you know, component or facet to it that really does shine. And I think if you love marshmallow, if you love a sexy suede note, if you love it ambery, then you will absolutely love this fragrance. All right, so this one opens with notes of marshmallow, cardamom, and incense. You have middle notes of suede, vanilla orchid, and saffron, and you have base notes of sandalwood, amber, and musk. I said no vanilla mention. I forgot there is a vanilla orchid, but it kind of wears maybe a little bit more like vanilla orchid and the vanilla spice. Like there is something a little like ambery, vanilla rich about it. So check this one out if you love sweet but sexy gourmands. Again, this is Casablanca from Brown Girl Jane. All right, you guys, that is it for me. Be sure that you are subscribed and give me a big thumbs up if you found any value in the content. I will have everything linked as usual. Any discount codes, as always, will be listed beside that fragrance in the description box. It has been real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.